Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. My name is Philip Martin, and I'm a huge Lynyrd Skynyrd fan. I just wanted to share some thoughts on the recent passing of none other than Gary Rossington, the last original member of the band, and he played on every single album, from the very first one, pronounced all the way up until the last one, Last of a Dying Breed. All live albums, everything. I mean, Gary was there from the start and remained there until he just couldn't do it anymore. And even when he couldn't physically play regularly, he still made appearances. I love the band, even though I wasn't born until 10 years after their first release. Their music just hits home to me, and the lyrics and the topics that they wrote about were just something that everybody could relate to. Even though I didn't know Gary Rossington personally, as a fan of music, or if you're a fan of artwork, or like paintings, or if you're stuff like that, you feel like at least a portion of their soul through the art and the talent that resonates through them, whether it's on the guitar or drums or paintings or acting or anything like that. We feel like we know celebrities. Of course, we can never know them the way that their friends and their family and loved ones did, but we feel their presence through their music. Skynyrd's been around for quite a long time and has went through a number of lineup changes, and if the band continues for the next few years, that's great, and if they don't, I think we as fans should totally understand that as well. It's not our job to decide for them, but I think we should support them in whatever it is that they do. We've had a lot of great music over the years, not only from the original band up until the crash, but a lot of great songs even from the post-crash lineup. I think if you're a fan of the band and you're a fan of anything they've done, you would probably agree with some of these thoughts and some of these statements and everything. But life for us as fans go on, and I just think their music will never die. The people that have played on the albums might come and go, or leave the band, or pass away, like Gary Rossington just did, and so many before him. But those songs are legendary. I saw the band without Gary, but I saw the band back in September of 2022, and the spirit is, I can't judge the current spirit of the band compared to that of the 70s. I've only seen videos, but I can tell you it was one of the best shows I've ever seen. If I close my eyes, I imagined all of them up there. Alan Collins and Bob Burns and Artemis Pyle, who's still alive but not with the band. Gary Rossington and Leon Wilkerson and Billy Powell. I envisioned all of them up there, and boy, it was, from an ear perspective and a heart perspective, it was a thing of beauty. And the band that's currently on the road is absolutely amazing. Ricky Medlock and Sparky and, Keith Christopher and all those guys. I mean, Michael Cardellone, they're all phenomenal musicians in their own right. And they've sacrificed, some of them 30 years, of their own careers to join and play those songs that were written by those before them. So, I just think as fans, we need to be mindful of all this and support them in whatever decision they do to move forward. Gary Rossington, on stage, from what you see in videos, seemed like a badass, but then you see interviews with him, and he seemed almost kindfully shy, and like he just, he wasn't really made to be a superstar, but he was made to be a super musician. That's exactly what he was. So I just think it's important that we keep all this in mind and just continue to support music in general. Their time on earth is limited, but their Their time on in music is forever.